By 3:30 p.m., a half hour before Skenes' first pitch, the sun was splashing on the North Shore. It was the most anticipated game in nearly a decade. Not since the wild card loss to those same Cubs has a game for this organization felt so important. And that's because with Skenes making his debut against Chicago, the Pirates' future instantly became their present. And the crowd, I felt, was respectful and respecting the gravity of the moment. Skenes got a standing ovation during the pregame lineup introductions before he even stepped on the mound. The fans oohed and awed over his first warm-up pitch. They booed any call regardless of how close a ball was to being in the strike zone, and they roared their approval when he struck out the first two guys he saw. And those are the first of 7 strikeouts as Skenes hit 100 miles per hour 17 times during the game. And for a little while, all was wonderful at PNC Park. However, Skenes was far from dominant, nor was he efficient. He gave up 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, hit a batter over 4+ innings, and 84 pitches. Then the weather turned back to rainy and dreary, and a delay of 2 hours and 20 minutes ensued, and the Pirates wound up winning 10-9, but the day didn't end up going, I think, as the Pirates organization hoped, which has kind of been a common theme for the last 32 years or so. You had a half-hearted "Fire Shelton" chant that broke out as the Pirates were blowing a 6-1 lead in the 5th inning. It was so scattered, it was so smattered, it was so muted that Matt Canada, I think, would have been insulted by the lack of enthusiasm behind that effort. But what else were the fans to do to entertain themselves as the Pirates pitchers were walking the Cubs lineup around the bases in the 5th inning? 6 runners scored via walk in the same inning, separated by a 2-hour rain delay. The only thing that surprised me about that is it had actually been done before. I couldn't believe it. Chicago did it in 1959, or I take it back. I think Chicago actually got the runs. Either way, the White Sox I'm talking about, that had been done before. I figured it couldn't have possibly been done before. And I'm sorry, for as electric as Skenes was in terms of his velocity and his strikeouts, it's not like you can walk away from that game and say, well, he's winning the Cy Young next year. And I don't know how 4+ with 9 base runners allowed and 3 homers over that amount of time outweighs the comedy that we saw in that 5th inning. I mean, seriously, if you're someone in the front office of the Pirates, and on what was supposed to be a triumphant celebratory day, and Teton that goes out there and wins the game, by the way, they still actually won the game. I just don't think a lot of people were walking away from PNC Park who work for the Pirates and consciously had to be saying to themselves, you know what? That was an enjoyable experience today. I think today was a good day for the franchise based on how our fans appreciated that effort. I mean, they were chanting the "fire the manager." There's a 2-hour and 20-minute delay. The bullpen put together a historically unforgettable fiasco of an inning. And the main attraction only lasted 2 batters into the 5th and was so-so in terms of his performance. It was sort of like watching a movie that starts with a great chase scene and then turns into a long, drawn-out, boring love story with subtitles. It's like if Saving Private Ryan became a French romance period piece as soon as they finished pushing onto Omaha Beach.
Mark Madden.